Bladesmiths, welcome to the Forge. Okay, gentlemen, usually in the first round, what we have you do is make a signature blade in your signature style. But today, we're making it harder on you. You'll be forging David Baker's favorite fighting knife.
Scottish Dirk.
Good luck, Bladesmiths. Your 3 hour starts now.
You know what I like about this? We have one of Dave's favorite blades here, and he'll give a commentary on it while not wearing pants.
So which part of that was your favorite part?
It's Dave. He can wear a kilt. I wanted to wear a kilt, but I got too fat for my kilt.
Welding! I've never made a blade out of a 3-inch ball bearing. I'm gonna wait on this until it's almost white on the outside. Then I plan on beating the crap out of that steel.
Bladesmiths, 30 minutes has already elapsed.
The Scottish Dirk, it's basically a Bowie knife made from Scotland. The judges want me to do this in 3 hours. It's gonna take every minute to finish that.
I like to make the tang first because it gives me something to grab a hold of.
I love that he's drawing out that tang to shape with Big Blue, virtually forging straight to shape.
I've never made a knife to somebody else's specifications. I've marked my knife where the false edge should be, but whether I read the ruler right or not is another story altogether.
Bladesmiths, 2 hours has elapsed. You have 60 minutes remaining to finish your work. Jonathan and Ben have that Dirk look, same with Phil. They all drop to the point.
Yes.
It really is concerning Doran.
Doesn't look like a Dirk.
It's time to get this heat treat done. I do not want to see Dave slam his head on the table on my account.
Jonathan, quench.
And I did not get the huge, beautiful volcanic fire. But that's okay, because I still got my eyebrows.
All right.
I got the file work done. I decide, hey, I'm ready for a quench.
Ben just quenched.
To the quench.
Excellent.
I'm feeling like I did this perfect, but it's not hard. What am I doing wrong?
Let it sit, man. It'll get harder. It is not yet cool enough to be hard.
No.
Am I gonna be the guy that doesn't get this hard and I'm out? This is supposed to get hard, and it's not getting hard.
No. You're fine. Don't do it. Ben's file testing really fast.
Yep. If you're bringing it out of the oil at 700, 800, 900 degrees and checking it with a file, it's not going to be hard. I think we're going to see Ben go for another quench here.
I just want him to leave it a little while longer.
You're not file check right now.
Let it sit. Let it cool.
Yep.
I've quenched it twice. It's not getting hard.
If he tries to get that blade hotter in order to get it hard, he's making the blade brittle, isn't he?
He runs the risk of bringing in more stress fractures.
Do you think that Ben is making a critical mistake right here?
I do.
Not sure what to do at this point. I'm going for the third quench. If this doesn't take the quench, it's over for me. I let it cool down.
Oh, that sounds good.
There you go.
Don't shake your head. Just go to grinding.
My file, it skates across it, and I'm like, thank goodness.
I always assume that I have one chance to heat treat a blade because reheating usually is not a good idea.
There you go. Perfect.
Wow. Beautiful temperature for a quench.
If it cracks, it's dead. That's it. We're done. I'm just hoping it doesn't warp. It appears to be straight. Yahoo.
I have minutes to get this thing done. I'm looking at the temperature, I'm looking at the color. I don't know this steel that well, but I have to quench now.
There you go. Doran into the fire for a quench.
The problem is, if it keeps reigniting, you know it's hot enough to ignite the oil. Put it back in the oil.
It's still red hot. Get it in the oil.
Not liking that.
And
It's
now he's
still
checking
red
the
in the
hardness. The thing is still red.
I'm not happy. Time's running out. I have to requench. And if that doesn't work, I'm done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bladesmiths, shut down your machines. Drop your tools. Woo! Hell yeah! This round is over.
All right, Bladesmiths, the judges now have a decision to make about who moves on to the next round and who has to leave the forge. While they do that, I'm going to ask you to step off the forge floor. All right, judges, it's time to get into the details. We're going to start with Ben's blade.
For me, the big thing are the cracks. The multiple quenches that he did because he was file checking too early led to a lot of this problem.
So you didn't see that crack at all?
I saw a crack in the spine, but I didn't see it in the tang.
Not only just having cracks on the blade, but at very critical junctures, right on the spine, especially right here in the area where, you know, it meets the tang. I mean, that's a big structure thing when you're chopping. Those cracks are in areas that are just, we've seen, cause a lot of problems.
All right, let's move on to our next bladesmith, and that's Phil.
This is an example. This is what all of these should be. You know, he's got a little bit of a warp in the tang, but it's way back here. It's nothing to be concerned about. It's within grinding.
It is so clean in its lines. I don't see any issues at all with the steel. It's beautiful work.
All right, let's move on to Dorn's blade.
I'd like to see him take a lot of this weight out. I mean, it's just too obtuse to do some of our testing. And it's not what I would consider a classic Dirk shape.
It'll cut some apples like an axe would unless I go do something, that knife of mine.
He could actually grind that down and start to create a Dirk tip on this and lose some of that belly. You would have that classic shape.
This is Jonathan's blade.
More classic Dirk shape. Instead of a third and a third, he's got half and half. There are surface spiderweb cracks. They don't seem critical, and they probably will grind out.
Jonathan was awesome about his file work. It was very clever just to use the grinder.
The blade itself is straight. It's a nice looking piece.
The thing I don't like about it is the fact that he's got a bumped-in ricasso right here. It's a great foundation. It needs refining.
All right, gents. Doug, have you made your decision?
Yes, I have.
Dave?
Yeah.
Ben?
Yes.
Let's go tell our smiths. Bladesmiths, the judge's deliberation is complete and they've made a final decision. The bladesmith leaving the forge is... Ben, your blade didn't make the cut. Doug Marcotte is going to tell you why.
Ben, we really like the look and design of your Dirk, but you developed cracks at critical junctures of your blade. You had cracks in your spine, you had cracks on your tang that went all the way through, and we just feel that you will not be able to fix that. And for this reason, we're sending you home.
Ben, please surrender your blade.
I'm absolutely devastated that I'm not moving on to the next round.
Thank you.
I came out here to prove that I was a great bladesmith. I worked hard. I did everything I felt like I needed to do, but I never messed with 5200, and it is a bitch.